I was a third-year medical student.
Okay.
And I was working with Dr. Mohammed Milham, who was an oncologist at Iowa, who took care of sarcoma and melanoma. So sarcoma is like cancer of the muscle and the bone. It's really deadly. Melanoma, cancer of the skin. The reason why it's so deadly is because melanin, or these skin cells, have certain structures on their membrane that allow them to move all over the place, so they can go everywhere. And basically cancer kills you because it just sucks up all of your energy, sucks up all of your blood, all of your nutrition, and you just can't survive. So I was in Mo's clinic one day. I'm a third-year medical student. This is like the first couple months of third year. So in medical school, first year class, second year class, third year you start rotating in the hospital, right? I've always thought it should be the other way, but whatever. But I'm in his clinic, and this lady had been treated for melanoma for several months, okay? She was probably 64 or something like that. Mo and I looked at the MRI of her brain. So we're looking at imaging of the brain, and we had seen a bunch of cancer metastases, a bunch of melanoma in her brain. And Mo had this characteristic snap, and he was like, Jamie, come here, right? I said, yeah. He's like, I want you to tell that patient she has cancer in her brain. He said it just like that. And I said, listen, I've never done this before. Like, I don't know what to say. He said, you'll know what to say. And she knows. He looked me dead in my eye, just like this. She knows. I said, okay. And, I wasn't scared of communicating. So I go into this room, and I'm like, Mrs., I can't remember her last name, X. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. How are things going? Things are fine. How's the treatment? Treatment was pretty good. And I said, well, we looked at your MRI, and we saw, she was like, cancer. And I was like, we did. And this wasn't a story of loss, because right when I said we did, Mo walked in. It wasn't a story of loss. This was more of a story of Dr. Milham understood that I was going to need to be able to conquer that type of stress, that type of situation. I was going to need to be able to communicate what was happening. And this is why I love Iowa to this day, is because of that. And again, I was lucky. I mean, part of it is, the luckiest person is usually the one that's working the hardest, putting themselves in that position or whatever. But still, like, he put me in that position to communicate with his family member. And it was, I don't know, it was just an opportunity.